All right, Kingpin. Promo about nothing time. The year 1986. And we're going back to Jim Crockett Promotions. We're staying in the South with the National Wrestling Alliance.
Same old.
And yes, Brian, they're back. We mentioned them briefly last Thursday when we were talking about Techno Team 2000. So they're back with another promo from the year 1986. Actually, they're from the future. This is the New Breed. This week's promo about nothing.
Men that bring a new style to professional wrestling that's quickly carrying them to the heights. The New Breed.
New is the word. Everybody just let your wildest imagination run wild. Now picture this. The old fossil, the boogeyman, and his GoBot friend. The boogeyman's on his big Harley Davidson here, and the robot's over there on his moped going down the highway. About 40, 45 miles an hour. Now picture this. Here comes the New Breed on the space cycles. What do you think when you think of that? No comparison, baby. No comparison. The Boogeyman and Lasertron have barked up the wrong tree. They've driven their mopeds down the wrong road and are definitely in for a big surprise.
Yes.
You know, Bob, when the New Breed came here, we made a little trip. And with the use of the space bridge, we traveled to the world of Cybertron. And the Decepticons and all the High Council of Cybertron told us of the weakness of Lasertron, the Matrix, the power of all Autobots. Well, we are going to pull that Matrix right out from your heart, Lasertron, and destroy you from time itself. Because Ultra Magnus, Galvatron, Scourge, and the rest of all of the Decepticons are on our side, and they have told us of what we are supposed to do. We are going to delete, disinfigurate, discombobulate, take you from world, space, time itself, and they'll never ever hear of Lasertron or the Boogie Woogie Man ever again, because the New Breed is here, and the New Breed is here to stay. 2002, and you people are never ever going to forget it. Don't ever forget it if you know what's good.
All right, Brian, did you do it? Did you let your wildest imagination run wild?
These guys are the gift that keeps on
Yeah, we
giving.
can go on this forever. This could be exclusive to the promo about nothing. Just them. Every single week. There's plenty more where this came from, folks. My God. Sean Royal, Chris Champion, they are gems in the promo about nothing.
I'm all for suspending disbelief, but good God.
Do you see Chris Champion's hair? That's futuristic. He buzzed right down the middle of his head, if you haven't seen the video. Right down the middle of his head on the top, and then left a little bit in the front.
He's talking about Decepticons. Come on.
The Cybertron and all that stuff, and yeah. That all makes sense, right? You talk about GoBots, too.
Yes.
Lasertron's a GoBot.
Yeah, how did Lasertron not make our list of horrible gimmicks, by the way?
Wow, we have to look back at that.
Well, poor Hector Guerrero, Lasertron and the Gobbledygooker.
He had quite a run there, quite a run. It was a Harley and a moped, right? The Boogeyman had a Harley, and Lasertron had a moped.
Right?
Yes, but they had space cycles, so I mean...
Yeah, what do those sound like, Mike?
I don't even remember. It was yeah, I'm convinced, basically. I mean, I'm sold. You got my ticket. You got my money.
Comparison.
Yeah, exactly. And then he just finishes, Sean Royal does that confident walk-off and just like, oof.
Sean Royal around? Can we get him on this podcast?
I would love to. Sean Royal, wow. I did read he went back into construction after this gimmick.
In 2002?
I suppose. Yeah, he's putting together space stations.
Who knows what year they're in at this point?
So,
of course, if you're from 2002, you'd travel back to 1986 and Jim Crockett Promotions. That's where you
that's where I would want to be. That's where Adult Market would want to be.
You can go anywhere in space and time, and that's where you want to go.
I think that's what Mike Mills would do if he was in the DeLorean. He would punch in 1986.
I think Mike Mills would probably go back to find like Vince McMahon's mom on like the day he was conceived and prevent it from happening.
My God. Okay, so Chris Champion says he's going to delete, disinvigorate, and discombobulate.
Delete?
Yeah, he brought that back from 2017 or 2016.
So they are from the future.
Yes. Disinvigorate. I looked that up. I looked it up.
Can't be a word.
It's not on dictionary.com. It's not on Merriam-Webster. But it is in the Collins Dictionary, which is a lesser known, I guess, dictionary. It's also on WordNick. So, it must be, actually, no. I looked. It is not valid in Scrabble.
Wow. So there you go. That's the definitive answer.
That clinches it right there.
So it's like quone?
To disinvigorate something.
Did you look in the medical dictionary, Mike?
I did not. I didn't. Oh my God. No, did you watch the video and see when Chris Champion was talking, what Sean Royal was doing?
I did. I didn't notice.
You didn't notice at all?
No.
He stood behind Chris Champion and just raised his eyebrows up and down. Literally the entire time. Literally, I counted 50 seconds of him behind Chris Champion with those glasses on, just his eyebrows peeking up over the glasses, up and down for 50 seconds the entire time.
Well, I'm going to have to go back and watch it when you put this week's video up.
For more wrestling podcast about nothing, search for us wherever you get your podcasts or find all the episodes at bdaradio.com.